just made it it was over 15 miles down the Hiawatha Trail. And now Ryan got a wild hair and he wants to go all the way back.
You're earning this trail.
This man right here just stopped us as we're going for a walk and offered for us to drive his racer. So, okay.
All right, we're all built in.
What in the heck? Today we are headed from Wallace, Idaho. We're going to Coeur d'Alene Lake. We're going to a campground for a couple nights there. We've never been there before. I heard it's beautiful. Hopefully we can rent maybe some canoes or, you know, find some hiking trails. Well, tonight was a surprise. I thought I had us booked for a night. I kind of had a plan, but then the times that we have to kind of go away from the plan, we always find something really fun. This is in Cataldo, Idaho, and it's right on the Coeur d'Alene River. And on the other side of us is a bike path. Maybe I need to stop planning more. I think we're number 5.
I was a bit nervous pulling into that campground.
I was too.
It's a small campground. There's 8 sites. And the first 3 sites, there's no way we could even fit into those sites. So I pulled up, I stopped at the camp host.
Ryan had to take a little ride because apparently the host is saying we are too big for our spot.
She took me down to our site, she showed us, and actually our site was huge. We got this. She went over, got her husband, they brought down clippers and helped us get into the site, and we chopped down some branches so we didn't scrape anything off the roof.
And it was a beautiful spot.
Especially for our first campsite, because we've been doing RV parks and harvest hosts and stuff, and now we're surrounded with trees, and it made it really private because the rig is so big. We had blocked the road, and so we were blocked in this little section, and it was just trees.
Yeah, it was a very nice private site.
So what we never really considered is how we were going to get out. There's only one way out. It's this little U-turn type circle thing. And as we went down there to look at it, there were some branches that I thought, you know, they could scrape the side of the rig as we get out. So we thought about chopping those down, but I knew if I swung kind of wide, we could avoid those. So we did. And I put a GoPro on the side of the rig just to kind of get us swinging around this big U-turn. But what we didn't consider is there's no way I could swing wide enough. I was out in the brush trying to swing wide.
It was a tight turn down the corner.
Yeah, the branches still scraped
Painful
all
things.
the way down the side.
I was just standing there watching it going, yeah, that hurts.
Our next several stays, I don't even know how many, we were at RV parks and campgrounds that had no trees. But every time we met somebody and we kind of told them our path and where we were going, and we mentioned that we were going to a place called Holly's Landing in northern Idaho, they would say, "Can you fit up there?" When we got to the site, I pulled in, I stopped at the visitor center, and I walked up through that site to make sure that we could fit in. And it appeared like it was going to be okay. It was a campground. There was a lot of trees. It was one of those kind of crescent, half-circle pull-throughs, and it was aligned with trees, and I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I think we could do it. It was a challenge. It was a challenge to get in there because we had to pull in, and then we were kind of angled, so we had to kind of back and forth to get it to where we could get the slides out. We were there for 3 nights, and when it was time to leave, there was only one way out. There was no reversing out of that site. So the first problem was we had to try to get around a stump that was in the way.
What was that?
Then we had to try to maneuver through the trees because the trees lined the whole site. And then what we didn't realize is all the branches that were on the end of the site that were kind of closed in on the rig. So we were trying to carefully maneuver around those.
Getting a nice brushing along your whole side over there.
We became the spectacle around the campground. Everybody was just staring at us because I think everybody could hear the noises as we were wrestling through the bushes.
Yay.
After we got out of our pull-through site is right around the corner there. We'd been walking around the park for days, but we didn't pay attention. There was a jackknife turn that we had to go around. So as we tried to make the turn, no matter how wide I swung.
Do you see your side over there?
Yes.
We were putting bushes all down the side of the rig.
I can hear my side.
I think maybe we shouldn't have got it painted.
The whole drive, I was sick at my stomach. You know, that hurts when you get damage to your vehicle, and the scratches aren't bad. It's just the fact that I know they exist. And the whole drive, I'm telling Sarah, okay, no more campgrounds. I'm done with campgrounds. And from now on, I started saying, let's look at Class C's. Let's get
Smaller
something
rigs.
smaller, and let's pull a Jeep or something. I'm tired of pulling a 45-foot rig.
That was a long couple hours to the next spot. I love campgrounds. We're still going to do campgrounds, but we learned a couple things from this. Number one is check Google Maps, check your spot on that. If there's Street View, that'd even be better.
I actually started taking Street View photos for just because I check Street View when we get into places so that I can kind of see a 360 of what's happening. And a lot of times campgrounds don't have Street View. So I started uploading those Street View images so that somebody that comes behind me, they can take a look at that.
I feel like I should get out. Give me this. Wait, just a minute. The next thing is, if you're concerned at all about getting into your spot, just get out and walk it, but always check the exit from your site because that's where we ran into trouble this time. Third thing is clippers. Bring some clippers with you, so if you do run into a spot where you can just clip a little branch so it doesn't scratch your rig, that's always helpful.
I need to get clippers, and I think I'm just going to carry Sawzall. Can I just carry Sawzall and just like, can I do it? Can I do that? We just wanted to share with you a big rig in a campground story. But we'll see you next time.
We're at another campground.
Fantastic.
Don't worry, we can fit. I'm pretty sure.
She's pretty sure.
I mean, I checked this. I'm pretty sure we're going to be good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Don't worry.
There's no trees there.
Don't worry.
Should be fine.
Well, there are some trees. But we'll be good.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I got you.
I'll bring clippers. But it's good that Sarah's confident in my backing abilities and gets us to these places. She makes all the arrangements on where we're going to go, and I had no idea where we're going to come into.